don't know about you all, but a lot of the details that are starting to come out about this alleged alien attack in Peru do not sit right with me at all.
Señores, son vestidos con blindados, son tipo del hombre verde que persigue el hombre araña igualitos, son señores, yo les valió 2 veces y no caen, en vez de que caen se elevan y se desaparecen, señores. Pero estamos atemorizados por lo que está pasando en nuestra comunidad. Queremos su presencia de las autoridades competentes en este momento aquí en nuestra comunidad.
What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and chances are you've already heard the story. 7-foot-tall aliens attacking a small village in Peru. A lady got her throat sliced. This village, it's an utter chaos because every night these creatures are attacking. Well, authorities and the military looked into the situation, and they are now claiming that these attacks are not being carried out by aliens. These attacks are actually being carried out by illegal gold miners that are flying around with jetpacks. Now, I know how that sounds. It sounds even crazier than aliens, but that is the story that is out there. But I'm not necessarily buying it. Now, I don't think that aliens were attacking this village. However, I do believe in aliens. I just think that there is a lot more to the story. I think that we are now witnessing a cover-up. And I want to go ahead and put it out there that none of my frustrations are directed at these villagers in Peru. I believe them. I believe that their village has been harassed by something or someone. But a lot of the people in this village are now starting to change their tune. You see, just a couple of days ago, they were all saying that these are 7-foot alien creatures. They're face peelers, peeling people's faces off. And then now that the military and law enforcement claims that these are people with jetpacks, now all of a sudden, some people in this village are like, yeah, it's people with jetpacks. They're even sharing clear as day photos of someone flying around with a jetpack. And I'm trying to figure out, how did things change so quickly? Y'all went from saying, oh, these are 7-foot aliens, to now that the government's like, no, they're illegal gold miners. Now all of a sudden your description of these creatures are changing. Now all of a sudden you went from saying 7-foot aliens to, yeah, it's jetpacking gold miners. And that doesn't sit right with me. I don't know if maybe some of these people in this village are being paid off, or if they're just, accepting whatever narrative was created by their government and military. I don't know. But literally the tune is changing right before our eyes, and I don't like it. Because I'm somewhere in the middle on this story. I don't believe that this village was under attack by aliens, but I also don't believe that these are jetpacking gold miners. I think the truth is maybe somewhere in the middle. Or maybe not even necessarily in the middle. I just don't think that we're getting the truth about this regardless. But I want to read you all a little bit of this article, because we're now seeing some of the same people who were talking about these alien attacks. Now they're openly talking about it being humans with jetpacks. And I'm trying to figure out, how did y'all change your story so quickly? And why did you change your story so quickly? Something is not right here. But let's go ahead and dive in. Reports of 7-foot-tall aliens terrorizing villagers in Peru stunning the world this week, with local leaders describing the armored and floating menaces as impervious to bullets. The locals also compared their attackers to green goblins and Los Pelicares, face peelers. But now Peruvian law enforcement has offered a new suspect. Illegal gold mining crime syndicates, they said, are to blame. Branches of the storied drug cartels like Brazil's O Primeiro Comando de Capital or Colombia's Clan del Golfo, FARC, and others who have ravaged Latin America for decades. Peru's National Prosecutor's Office, which is now investigating the alien attacks, has pointed the finger at these gold mafias who have been particularly ejected from Brazil and Colombia by their militaries. Now in Peru, these jetpack flying gold cartels, hope to inspire fear with their bizarre campaign of alien terror, according to prosecutors, keeping the locals in their homes and away from the cartel's illegal gold pits. Prosecutors suspect that these illegal mining cartels first used their jetpacks to prospect for gold deep into the unforgiving jungles surrounding Peru's Nanay River. So I've done some research into this, and there is most definitely, without a doubt, a lot of illegal gold mining operations happening in this area in Peru. A lot of them, they operate right off of the river. I believe it's the Nanay River, which is kind of close, to this tribe. And I know that when you hear about gold miners or illegal gold miners in Peru, you automatically form this vision of what they would be like. You think of poor people trying to make a way, desperately mining for gold, but the reality is, illegal gold mining, I believe they call it artisanal gold mining, if I'm not mistaken. It's a $30 to $40 billion a year industry. These people are making tons of money. I believe that last year, over 150 metric tons of gold was illegally mined in Peru. Think about 150 tons of gold. Okay, that's a lot of gold. So when you think about these operations, I know you're thinking about poor people and you're thinking, how could they afford jetpacks? No. These operations are more complex and more organized than you would think. These organized crime syndicates and these cartels in South America and stuff, they're almost up to par with the military and with the government. Half the time, the cartels are the ones running these countries. So you have to understand, there's a lot of money here. It sounds like something from a sci-fi movie. It sounds unbelievable, but yeah, they could very well be flying around on jetpacks, but I don't necessarily believe that. And it's weird to me how people in this area were just describing these creatures, and now teens from the area, like this picture right here, they're sharing pictures like, yeah, look, it's this guy on a jetpack. This is what we saw. But I thought y'all saw 7-foot tall aliens. Now you're like, no, this is it. This guy with the jetpack. So that's kind of weird to me. And I can't help but feel like the authorities came into this village and fed these people their talking points. Okay? That's what it seems like to me. I'm on the fence here because I don't know what to believe. I just believe that something is going on in this village. I don't know what it is. I've told you all from day one, I'm not sure if you've watched all my coverage on this topic, that I didn't believe it was aliens, because usually we don't hear about aliens carrying out petty attacks on tribes. You know what I mean? I told you all from day one this sounded like something humans would do. But just because I think humans are behind this does not mean that I believe that these are jetpacking gold miners. And I've already gone over this for 2 videos. If you have not, go watch those videos. The U.S. military is in Peru now. They just signed a deal with Peru a couple of months ago. The thing just went into effect in July. freaking the U.S. military, U.S. Space Command. They're working directly with Peru now, and all of a sudden, we got these alien attacks and all of this various other stuff going on. And Peru just signed the contract to work with America and to work with the Space Command. And Space Command, the Space Force, is coming into Peru trying to help them defend themselves from threats from outer space. Who's threatening Peru from outer space? Really think about it. It sounds like a bunch of hogwash. It sounds like a bunch of nonsense. I understand that countries now have the ability to attack other countries from space. I understand stuff like that, but China, Russia, America, no one's worried about Peru. No country with an advanced military and advanced technology capable of attacking you from outer space or whatever the hell they're trying to scare Peru about is going to worry about Peru. Peru doesn't need to defend itself from outer space. Yet America has managed to make Peru feel like they need that. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. It's very complex. A lot of it just has to do with money. I fully believe that the U.S. military, maybe even along with the Peruvian military, are probably behind whatever is going on in Peru. And I think that this latest news that is coming out, that's coming out, it makes me believe that even further. Because you don't just go from like, oh, there's these 7-foot creatures attacking me, to the next day you're like, oh, there were dudes on jetpacks. You know what I mean? That's a big difference. That's a big difference. And it doesn't feel genuine. You know, the people of this village had ample opportunity to share their experiences and their stories, and they did. And then all of a sudden, as soon as the military and the government and the authorities were like, no, they're not aliens, they're jetpackers. Now all of a sudden, people in the village are like, yeah, we saw jetpacks. Yeah, this is a picture. Nah, it seems forced. It seems fake. It seems like some people in the village were either paid off or fed talking points. Maybe they're just being taken advantage of. I don't know. But there's definitely something here. You know, I would find it believable if these were jetpacking miners if people in this village weren't already changing their tune. You know what I mean? It feels so forced. And if it's the truth, you don't have to force the truth. You know what I mean? Like, if authorities come in and find out that these are jetpacking gold miners, then fine. It shouldn't make the people in the village all of a sudden forget that they were reporting 7-foot aliens and now they're just talking about jetpacks. You know, and now all of a sudden you went from sharing videos of y'all fighting aliens in the woods to here's a picture of a guy with a jetpack. It just all seems artificial. It seems too fake. It seems really weird. I don't think they were counting on this story becoming as big of a story as it is, but the excuse that they've made, it just sounds even more unbelievable than aliens. And I think most people feel that way, even people who don't believe in aliens. So there's definitely something here. I don't expect that we're going to hear much more about this. It seems as if the cover-up is already underway. And I feel like a lot of people are thinking, oh, they're covering up aliens. They're covering up aliens. But in my opinion, they're covering up some weird, shady stuff that the government has been doing. That's my opinion. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.